Your toxic mama knows that you're on the verge of some major life changing blessings, and they feel like they have rights to sit at your table, like they feel entitled to sit at your table. So I had two dreams last night, and this is the first one. So the thing is, yeah, pretty much what God was showing me in this first dream or whatever, that pretty much God had this restaurant, right? So God was the owner of this restaurant. And so you were sitting at the table, your mom had came and she felt like she had rights to sit at this table and come to this restaurant. And what God was showing me is like your mama's real arrogant. I mean, pretty much your mama is a narcissist. So pretty much what God was showing me is that y'all was sitting at this restaurant, y'all sitting at this long table, but wasn't no food coming. Y'all was sitting at an empty table, no food, nothing. And your mama is just like, where the heck is our food? Like, when's the food coming? And you're literally just sitting there like, this is how you're sitting literally the whole dream. And you're just sitting there watching your mama be arrogant or whatever. So your mama calls the waitress, right? Now, your mama doesn't understand that God is running this whole restaurant. So she calls the waitress over and she's just like, where's the food? I don't see no food on this table. And so the waitress is like, okay, ma'am, let me go talk to the boss and let me see what's going on with y'all food. So she comes back out and the waitress is like, well, I'm so sorry, ma'am, but unfortunately, because you're not on this guest list, we can't serve you any food. And so your mama's just like, what do you mean you can't serve me any food? So she looks at over at you and she's like, why am I not on this guest list? You have control. You can put me on the guest list. And again, you're just sitting there like, the thing is, you already know what's going on. You already know that God is behind this whole restaurant. You just letting your mama just talk her shit, spiral and whatever. And so the waiter was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, but even if she wanted to put you on this list, she can't, unfortunately. It's too late. So your mom literally starts arguing with this waitress, and she's just like, well, I'm not leaving. I know I have rights to be here. I know I have rights to sit here, and I'm not leaving. So then the waitress was like, well, unfortunately, we're not going to bring out any of the food until you leave. Then God shows me another scene. I'm telling you, in the back, in the kitchen, I'm telling you, God had all these shrimp, steaks, lobsters, all the good shit in the back. Like, he was just waiting for your mama to leave so he can put all this on the table just for you. So your mama is just sitting there talking shit. Y'all are at an empty table. And your mama is literally saying everything in the book to you, trying to guilt trip you, saying, oh, this is why I'm going to get God on you. I'm going to tell God on you. God don't like ugly. Just wait and see. The tables are going to turn. You know, what goes around comes around. This is not fair. And again, you're just sitting there blank faced because you already know what's going on. And the thing is, your mother doesn't understand that the tables done already turned. And she just kept going on and on, talking about, wait till I tell God about this, and God is going to get you for this. This is not right. After everything I've done for you, after all the times I've been there for you. And unfortunately, the thing is, the dream ended with you guys literally sitting at an empty table. And pretty much the message is that God is going to withhold blessings if you're around people that he does not want reaping the fruits of your labor, including your own mama. including that best friend that you've known since childhood, including that toxic boyfriend, girlfriend, anybody. Pretty much anybody that hurt his child, did them dirt, portrayed them, slandered their name, cursed them, whatever the case may be, they're not eating at your table. Period. In Jesus' name.